go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting Hari's name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Amy, welcome. Thank you for coming. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, my Lord. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Gauranga, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. All right, so let's chant a little japa together here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. What do you want? Want some of that soft music, or you want it like without anything? Leave it, your choice. Have a vote here. What do you like? Soft music or nothing? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama. Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama. Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama. Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Rama, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hey, Bhakti Tom and Janaki and Rajiv and Amy Rose. All right. Thank you for your association. Please bless me to get a little bit of taste for Krishna's service here, serving his name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Lasari Gora Bhaktavinda, Jai Sri Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna. Oh, Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Lasari Gora Bhaktavinda, Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda. Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gora Bhaktavinda, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Sri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Sri Advaita Sri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Hey, River, welcome. Thank you for coming. Sri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Sri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Sri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga Gauranga Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Chamasundar. Hey, caught you live. All right. I hope everything is going well over there for you. So let's read. Let's see here. Nectar Moon of Lord Caitanya by Prabodhananda. Nectar Moon of Lord Caitanya. There we go. All right, let's see here. These are some expert excerpts from Nectar Moon of Lord Caitanya, so we'll read them here. Excerpts. There we go. What happened to that? I lost it. I lost the app. Is it here? Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. Oops. Oh, there it is. Hey, computers, man. Yeah. For those who have attained the merciful sidelong glance of Lord Caitanya. For those who have attained the sidelong glance of Lord Caitanya, impersonal liberation becomes as palatable as going to hell. Actually, let's change that. Let's get a mood here. Let the mood. Here we go. For those who have attained the merciful sidelong glance of Lord Caitanya, impersonal liberation becomes as palatable as going to hell. The heavenly cities of the demigods become as enticing as flowers imagined in the sky, floating in the sky. The demigods become as enticing as flowers imagined to be floating in the sky. The poisonous fangs of the untamable black snakes of the senses are broken. and the whole world becomes full of joy. And Brahma, Indra, and all the other great demigods become as insignificant as tiny insects. Let us glorify that golden complexion Lord Caitanya. Yeah. That's how amazing Lord Caitanya is, man. That mercy is so fabulous. That's why, anybody who, the only real possibility to get a taste of that is in what they call Sadhu Sangha. Here, to come an association of those who receive that merciful glance. They receive that actual taste for the association of Lord Caitanya, where you become an intimate associate of the Lord. And the path is actually very clear and easy. If you just make the right connection. That's the main thing. And the whole thing is to make a connection with the devotees who have the qualities of being associates of Lord Caitanya. Then very easily you get that mercy. Otherwise, it's very hard to get. You can try and do austerities. You could do sadhana bhakti, vaidhi bhakti. You can have hundreds of gurus and spiritual masters, but if they're not an authentic associate of Lord Caitanya, doesn't matter if they have a name of Lord Caitanya or Radha and Krishna. It doesn't matter if they're in an organization of like ISKCON or Gaudiya Samiti or Gaudiya. It doesn't matter about that. You have to have the symptoms of being an actual associate of Lord Caitanya. See? Because if you're not an associate, then you cannot transmit this kind of experience and awaken it in others. It is so great, so you could say high. It's above all the coverings of the universe. That experience of Lord Caitanya, being an associated with Lord Caitanya, that the devotees have to bring that plant, that devotional plant, into this world. As a devotee, Lord Caitanya brought it as a devotee. Madhavinda Puri brought it into this world as a devotee, relishing his eternal relationship with that transcendental Lord. It is so great, it is so high beyond any other path, any path of Vaidhi Bhakti. That's why these verses you can't attain. You cannot attain Krishna Vrindavan by Vaidhi Bhakti, by doing regulative devotional service and speculating on what is a guru. I mean, you don't even know Guru Tattva properly. You don't understand who is a bona fide guru properly, which is proven here. Nobody is coming up to the standard except here. The Lord has to give his transcendental body to you so that you can act like guru in this world. The Lord uses you to act as his representative. Otherwise, it's just an act. It's just an act. You're just acting. You don't have the qualities of an associate of Lord Caitanya, which are very clear. All you have to do is come here, and we'll just very clearly, I'll just right from the book tell you, a devotee who is an associate of Lord Caitanya has prema bhakti, man. They have the qualities of a devotee of Vrindavan. And you can see all of that here. You can see the Guru has made devotees like that here, converted them into devotees because he's authorized. Don't dare to say you're authorized or infer you're authorized if you can't do the job, right? If you can't do the job of people coming and listening to you and following the real process by listening to a bona fide guru that actually is from Vrindavan, and you listen and you're dedicating your life and your energy and giving some of your monies, and you don't get the desired result, there's something wrong. Either your guru is not qualified or you're holding back something, or you're just not ready to dive right in, full commitment. Okay? So we see the guru must be okay here because people are getting this ecstatic devotion. and others are on their way to it according to their capacity. That's very nice. See, but that's this verse is so great that those who are real associates, they poo-poo everything. Isn't that its style? When you see, people don't know the style of Lord Caitanya and his devotees. It's so great what they got. They say everything else is nada practically. It's so insignificant. Why bother with it? Lord Caitanya is his path and his truths and his devotees is the only meaning for advancing in spiritual life. That's the verse. That's the verse in action. Do you hear the word now? Do you know what the word is? The word is the verse in action. By a devotee who's realized that and is communicating that to those who are ready to hear that. Janaki knows what I'm talking about. She goes, that's right. Everything's nada. With the mercy we're in the candy store, for God's sake, and yours and the world's. We're in the candy store. We got the greatest candy in the world. We got what that verse says. We got the merciful glance of Lord Caitanya, glancing every day here. Everything is poo-poo compared to this mercy. My God, I'm chanting Hare Krishna, and it's like I'm in Vrindavan, man. I'm going to meet the Lord. I'm calling the Lord. Hey, Lord, come, Krishna, come, and he comes, and we mix and associate, and it's like we're having this wonderful picnic. Can't believe it. A guy like Gaur Haridas, who wears a T-shirt and no tilak, gets an experience like that. I can't believe it. And the cherry on the cake is we transmit it to others too. And the book says that's its style. If a person has an authentic relationship with Radha and Krishna and Lord Caitanya and the real devotees and the real Parampara, they got the power to transmit it to others. Anybody hearing what I'm saying? Am I getting through? Am I just preaching to the choir? Does anybody want this merciful glance of Lord Caitanya? It comes through his authorized devotees. Lord Caitanya told. See, I always love the Leela Lord Caitanya. He teaches by example and by the pastime. Well, here's the pastime world. The world, listen, the devotees of Lord Caitanya, everybody can check what I say, that this is authorized, this is as it is in Prabhupada's books. Even Chaitanya Charitamrita looked at his devotees who came to see him every year for 4 months. He says, wow, you have so much love for me. You take the trouble to see me every year, and I got no money to give you. I'm a poor sannyasi. So what can I give you? Well, I'll just give you my transcendental body. And they get it. And he says, you can sell that. Sell people on it. What do you think I'm doing? This is a hard sell, man. Trying to sell people something that they don't believe in, that the ISKCON and Vaishnavas don't believe in. They don't believe we got fantastic mercy here. I mean, tell you, it's a hard sell. But I'm doing everything I'm inspired to do it, to sell it. Well, we got some customers already, and you are the witnesses. You give your testimony. You're like people, they're selling products, right? Yeah, I bought this product, so it's really good. This Kirby vacuum, yeah, it set me back a lot, man. It cost me a whole bundle of money, but my God, does it pick up dirt. Better than any vacuum. Yeah, I'm a witness, and these people come in and they buy the product. How do you think this intangible, this unknowable, unattainable Lord Caitanya and Radha and Krishna, literally unattainable and unknowable, how can they be communicated here really beyond ceremonies and just going around prancing on the stage? Look at me, I'm big sannyas. Look at my stick, it's bigger than the other sticks. How can we communicate the real Lord Caitanya? Will you stand up? Will the real associates stand up? Tired of Maya's hiding, always hiding. Yeah, Krishna is always through his Mahamaya, hiding the truth. Because if people figure it out, it's so simple. You hear it. It's right in Prabhupada's books. 50 years you had a chance to study them. Now I'm just going to tell you the simple truth. Simple truth. Find the devotee. You want God. Do you really want Krishna? Do you really want prema? Do you want what we have here? Do you want these kind of realizations and revelations? You want the power to deliver others? Well, you come here and check it out really well. Sorry, I woke Lalita. She probably heard in her sleep. She was probably, there's somebody yelling and screaming. It must be Gohar Das. I mean, I see these verses and they make me wild because the verses were wild. When I pick up the energy, man, I can see him wildly in ecstatic madness writing these things, thinking, my God, how do we convince the world about how fantastic the mercy of Lord Caitanya is? How powerful it is, how liberating it is, how pure it is, how purifying it is, how much transcendental, ecstatic, rapturous happiness is in that, ever fresh, everlasting. How it frees you from the cycle of birth and death as like an insignificant perk. How do we convince them, Lalita and Amy and Sachi? How can we make them understand? Yeah, the mercy of Lord Caitanya is very wild. It's very amazing, actually. It's a great verse, isn't it? I'm just a storyteller, telling the story in the way to communicate the excitement that the real devotees had and that I have. Oh, the Lord's given me this. To those who, again, Bhagavad Gita 10:10, never forget that verse, huh? The Lord won't let me forget it. To those who worship Krishna, God, Krishna, Lord Caitanya, Jesus Christ, with loving ecstasy, I give them the revelations. I give them the real knowledge. I give them the real understanding, how to come to me. And Guru means you get that communicated to you out of mercy of Guru. Guru is merciful. Krishna is merciful on his devotees, right? And the Guru is merciful on his followers and devotees and disciples. But do you see why you need to become a devotee of a devotee? Otherwise, you haven't gotten clear on the path. You can't worm your way into the kingdom of God. It ain't gonna happen, man. You gotta be the book. Lord, you gotta be the verses that Lord Caitanya quotes. And if you've done it in a past life, you'll be like that towards the real devotees. If they're not here in the world that you can see them, you'll be that way towards the devotees like Rupa Goswami, Prabhupada, and all of them. So I was telling Tom, this is the way. You don't get in any other way. You don't go rasa dancing with Krishna without the whole party. You kind of come in the door, otherwise you'll be thrown out, you'll be misdirected, you'll get on the imitation of Bhakti-Lata Bij. There are so many things that imitate the Bhakti-Lata Bij. Read Chaitanya Charitamrita, teaching on Bhakti-Lata Bij and Madhya Lila, teachings to Rupa or Sanatan in there. There's so many bijas, and you may think, oh yeah, this is it, yeah. And the thing is, you don't have Guru Tattva, man. You haven't, I'll know that you really know what the rasa dance is when you say all glories to my Guru and you name them, and it comes out with gusto and tears and all of that. Then I say, this is a devotee of Krishna, because they're a devotee of a devotee, and prove it. Otherwise, I'm not convinced, and my Lord ain't convinced either. You can fool the neophytes and the speculators and all that, but you can't fool us. Right, Janaki? Why do you think Janaki is all glories to her guru, and Lalita, Johan also? Because they know the real path. They demonstrated, they teach it by example. If you're not like that and it doesn't come strongly, you're still getting purified, or you got some misconceptions. And thank the devotees here that are like that, because they're the best role model for you. I wanted somebody here I could say that to. I couldn't find one person that I would say this living person has the real mercy of Lord Caitanya. And I saw a lot already. So obviously, luckily, I had this from a past life, because it was always very easy for me. It's always very easy for me to chant and to feel this connection with Lord Caitanya and Radha and Krishna. It's more easy now. It's always getting easier. Yeah, and that's how it works. Don't think that you're going to get into the kingdom of Vrindavan bypassing this love, being a devotee of real devotees. And you get this, there's usually a second chance, like Prabhupada's had Bhaktisiddhanta had disciples, right? And then Prabhupada was actually that rare pure devotee that was in the real line. And the test was, were you a devotee? Could you see being a devotee of Prabhupada, even though you're a godbrother, being a disciple of Prabhupada? Can you see that respect is because that's the same Lord that is with Bhaktisiddhanta, his guru, as well as with Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. Most didn't see that. Some, towards the end, they started to see, but how much they saw, I don't know. I'm not really convinced. Personally, people can think whatever they want. But that's the essence here. That's why the Prabhupada disciples get a second chance. You got to see, has Gauri Das got the real mercy and blessing of Prabhupada, their guru? Because otherwise you fail the test just like they did. We all know that. I mean, I'm just commenting on it because a lot of people don't know this. You gotta show that whoever, Lord Caitanya taught this principle, Prabhupada began teaching it too. He said, you should give almost as much respect, and really equal respect, especially Shiksha Guru, Prabhupada said, is even more important, to somebody who has the mercy of your guru. Okay? And if you don't do that, that's because you're an illusion. That's because you still don't see things as they are. You still have unclarity there. You still have some blindness. And how dare you put yourself up as an acharya or a spiritual master and have people worship you? But they do. They do. So what are you going to do? So we keep preaching. And anybody who comes here and takes this message seriously, and you can check it with the book, and you can check it by the witnesses out there. And if you come to the conclusion, man, you found the real path. You found the narrow gate Jesus was talking about. Go in the narrow gate is the real authority, the real empowered devotee who has the power of the transcendental Lord and the power to liberate you if you believe their word. Faith in the word that comes from their mouth. You check it in the book and you check it with the witnesses, and there is no excuse for your mind not to believe it. If it does, you are insincere. You don't really want Krishna enough. So we throw you back out in the fish barrel. Go out there and serve the Vaidis for a while. You show that you really want God. It's very simple, huh? Just go in the narrow gate. You can check the words that I'm speaking here. You can see, is Gauri fit the bill? Okay? And then you listen to this preaching and you get purified, and then you'll relish it like I do, and you'll relish the holy name, and you'll have the rasa dance going on in your life, and people will see that you're rasa dancing, even though they don't understand it. What do you think rasa dance is? A devotee chants Krishna's name. They're calling Krishna. Krishna comes and they're mixing intimately with Krishna. And they're going, oh, wow. Wow, this is so wonderful. I'm in love. He's in love. We're meeting. God likes it too. He likes to feel that. I'm meeting my devotee. Oh, it's so wonderful. Fireworks are going off. And the devotee also. There's no greater love than this kind of love between the devotee and their Lord. The real Lord, not the fake out there. Fake out is Mahamaya, gross and subtle. You guide me with the torchlight of ecstatic spiritual love through these dark times. Yeah, it's pretty, you just stick on this path and all will be well. Watch your association. And even watch intimacy with the, your friend over there. Too much to watch out because he's probably a non-believer in this. So don't lose the valuable jewel that you found here. See, you have faith in the real name. The real name and the real devotees. And so be careful of your association with those who don't have faith. I mean, intimate association. Because if you start mixing, or this goes for all of us, if you start mixing intimately with those whose hearts are not purified, like to the level of this kind of purification by the name chanted in ecstasy, you can get polluted. I've tested this out many times. I've also had relationships with others, and I can tell when my heart gets contaminated, and I have to do something about it usually. So because our hearts get really purified by this. Lord Chaitanya's grace is here, and He's purifying our hearts. And a lot of people, they don't have faith in who we have faith in, or to the degree we have faith in, or they're speculating on what we're doing here. This is happening here like this, to this degree, is because Prabhupada is very pleased with our sincerity, with our way, with our understanding, with our ecstasy. And the whole line is, all the way to Lord Caitanya is very pleased. So we keep getting fed. See the chapter 12 of Adi Leela. The real followers of the Acharya are fed by the trunk, Lord Caitanya, the ecstatic love. It just keeps coming. If that dries up, watch out. There's something wrong. Something you're doing wrong. Lolita's going, anyway, right, exactly. So be careful, that's all. Stay in this association. A lot of people, they're coming and going still, they don't learn. They go back to, and then they come and get washed off, and they go back. They go back to the Jesus completely thing. Forget about this. And they don't forget about going to church, but they forget about coming here. You think church there, with just Jesus and that level, with those devotees who don't have faith in the expansive understanding of the absolute truth, like here, is there's anarthas there. There's contaminations amongst that. And if you don't see the value here, well, you'll get the lesson. People, they lose attraction because they get contaminated. They get attracted to the Maya, then they get into their families completely. A lot of Christians do that. Even they have a little ecstasy, but then they get into it. It's just, I could see how their family is all in all, and they think about it. It's not like this. This is so much more deep. That was intense. Where were we here? Okay, that was one verse. See, so all of these things, so let us glorify the golden complexion, Lord Caitanya. Let us glorify. How do you glorify Lord Caitanya? Just in name? That's what a lot of people are doing, more or less in name. What are the glory? How is the Lord glorious? People should ask. I just told my realization how Lord Caitanya is glorious in the vein of this verse. Okay? How are others glorifying Lord Chaitanya? Are they glorifying His mercy? Are they glorifying that He is the most fantastic avatar, and that if you're a real associate, that you can give that that eternal association to them because they believe in your preaching and your word? Do you glorify the Lord like that? How glorious that His power to deliver others is when you come through the real door? Who's glorifying the Lord like that? Are they doing that in ISKCON? Are they doing that in Gaudiya Mathur Samiti or anywhere else? That's how rare it is, because this verse is glorifying the Lord like we're doing. You read the verse and then you listen. If you heard what was said, that's called glorification of Lord Caitanya in real time, in a real way, in showing how He is the most munificent and magnificent, munificent, and most merciful of all avatars, to give so much so easily. Is you hearing glorification like that? And better yet, not just in word, but in deed. You see that mercy working in action? Other than here, show me one place where people are getting prema bhakti on this planet that claim they are associates of Lord Caitanya. Let's see if their claim has any backing. And that's not don't think that people, I would never say I'm an associate of Chaitanya. But you're taking worship, right? You're bowing down to you, people. Gurudev, my Gurudev's going to give me the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, Radha and Krishna. Yeah. But no, I will never say. See, that's baloney, man. You're inferring that you're an associate of Lord Caitanya, but you can't do the job. You can't deliver your disciples. Prove you've delivered some of your disciples. Prove you've delivered one of them. I can prove there's quite a few already delivered in this Sangha. I don't have to prove it. You can look at the scriptures, prove it. Those who evince, Brahma said in Bhagavatam, those who evince the symptoms of ecstasy, tears in the eyes, the choking of the voice, hair standing on end, and all these other wonderful symptoms you see here, they are promoted to the kingdom of God. Prove that you are anointed by the Spirit of God, the transcendental Lord, to deliver people here. Prove it! Are you ready for that? We've already proved it here. You guys prove it out there. Why waste your disciples' time? Why waste your time? Why don't you all just come here, become a real guru, and deliver your disciples? And anybody else who believes in the real preaching, you got to have Shiksha Guru to make it. We have the advantage that we have the Vedic Siddhanta. Yeah. Exactly. We have full advantages. The main thing is we have the mercy of Lord Caitanya. We have the only meaning of advancing in spiritual life. And I can tell you, I have a testimony. Man, without Lord Caitanya, I would have no advancement really in spiritual. I mean, of course, I got something with Jesus. Because we advance by association with pure devotees. And if the people are in the modes of nature, you can't advance to the spiritual platform. You can advance to whatever mode that they are vibing. Like that song, Sri Guru Charana Padma, from the spiritual master, ecstatic prema emanates. Okay? Take an ordinary person in the mode of goodness. And I say ordinary, that's people have been in a mode, that's ordinary. Extraordinary is Shuddha Bhakti in transcendental goodness. Okay? Let's get clear. Take a person in the mode of goodness, a good Brahmin, a nice sannyasi, or one of these ISKCON gurus, I could say. You got to prove here that you're actually eternally liberated soul. We have the standard. We'll tell you the standard if you don't know. You probably don't. So you come here, you can check it in the book, you can check it by the real Madhyamadikaris out here. See? So you take an ordinary person in a mode of goodness, mode of passion also, or mode of ignorance. What are they vibing, man? What vibes are you getting from them? Wow, man, I'm around this guru, man, this sannyasi, this Brahmin. Man, I feel like I want to do regulative devotional service. I see, that's good. Okay, you want to do regulative devotional service, but you're not going to do Vrindavan. You're not going to be inspired by that, because you got to have the devotees association that are vibing from them. Ecstatic prema, woo, emanates, charges you. See, then you get a feeling. Wow, that's why you got to watch out. Some people get raised here, like Tom. He's getting raised, and he thinks, "Oh, I'm ready for the rasa dance." You're not quite ready, Tom, for the rasa dance. Believe me. You're getting the raise. And that's good. That helps you advance. But don't think that you're more than you are. And that's good to know too. Otherwise, it's called, what it's called? False confidence. It's easy to call it that. Don't worry about it. You get the raise. This is all in the books, Nectar Devotion. By being with a devotee who you get the sun-like rays emanate from the heart, and this gives you a taste, an experience of a taste for it. But that's, you got to go deeper. You got to get more purified. You got to understand, show that you understand Guru Tattva before you're trusted to go into a rasa dance with the Lord. You get some rays of that, all that. But, you gotta, first chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita is on the spiritual master, and I'll let you know, and the devotees here will let you know that are on that path and have made it through that chapter. Literally, they are that chapter in person. Lalita Ganga is that chapter in person. See, and others. Janaki's that chapter. That's how you know. And then when you have those symptoms, and you're not, it's sort of like Jesus said, if you're ashamed of me, and if you're ashamed to stand up for the name of Jesus Christ, if you're a devotee of Jesus Christ, you're ashamed to do that, well, there'll be shame when you go into the kingdom. You still got some clothing. That's why ultimately when people got the spirit, then they can stand up. So that's the thing. When you stand up, you stand up boldly. I've been delivered by my guru. If that's not coming out of your mouth, you don't understand chapter 1 of Adi Leela. There is no other way to get the mercy of Lord Caitanya. That's why that book is written. I believe that book with all my heart. Unless you come in here and you have that book, and then real ecstatic prema emanates from it, and you prove it by showing that you have disciples that nobody can touch. You can't touch this. It's an MC Hammer trip spiritually. No one can touch the bhakti in the disciples here. Prove it. And nobody can or will. I'm open to it. Bring a disciple here who chants like Lalita or Johan. Bring one. Or has these nice qualities developing like many devotees. That's why Prabhupada wrote the books. Otherwise, all we have to do is chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, right? Yeah, wonderful. Chant Hare Krishna. Why did Prabhupada write the books? Yeah, forget the books, all that. Why did he go through all that trouble? We'll just chant Hare Krishna, jump up and down like monkeys, and say, yeah, this is all about no ras coming, no ecstasy, and it's not even important, right? until you get to the books. It says, yeah, it's very important to have prema bhakti, man. Matter of fact, that's real Krishna consciousness. That's when you begin to know who you're worshiping, for God's sake, and yours. You're beginning to know the Lord now because of prema. It brings you inside. That's why the books are written. So to show that when you're on course, oh yeah, this person knows Guru Tattva. Look, they found the real prema. Look, they entered the door of bhakti. The door is the real surrender to Guru, surrender to their word, surrender to their teaching. You're from your heart. And then boom, then Krishna, you entered through the door, and now you can eat the transcendental grass. Yeah, there's transcendental grass. What do you think the grass Jesus was talking about? The pasture. He said, you go through the door and then you can graze in the pasture. That grass is in there. See, there's grass and there's some psychedelic mushrooms growing in that cow shit. You know that? That's where they grow. You eat some of this, you get some transcendental visions, man. See, this is better. There's no edge to it, no danger. You got to watch out for the grass in the cow pasture. You got these mushrooms growing from the cow shit. You eat that, you get a buzz, real big buzz. Here you go and you graze in the transcendental pasture and also get the psychedelic. It's a bit psychedelic, isn't it? Yeah, you get some visuals. It's pretty amazing. Some people get some visions, dreams, ecstasy, rapture, all kinds of realizations. It's a trip, man. Best trip in the whole universe. One way, the Loka Vrindavan. Wherever you are is the Loka Vrindavan. Wherever you're preaching turns into Vrindavan. See, so that's why everyone needs shiksha. You could say, this is what a lot of Vaishnavas say. I was initiated by Prabhupada. I don't need another guru. That's what the Carolina says. Bring her up. I need playful. And nothing. I don't need another guru. I don't need, I got Prabhupada's books. I don't know if she has ever initiated. Yeah. I don't need a guru, another guru. I don't need. See? And then she says, I'm ecstatic devotee. Yeah, sometimes I feel ecstatic and everything. Okay, like a lot of people. And then you hear what they say, how they preach. So inconclusive, mixing, alloys. See, that's why, so for her, or people like that, who may have some ecstasy, you need Shiksha Guru. Otherwise, she's been like that for years. She's not changing. Nobody changes much except here. That the mercy of Lord Caitanya is so profoundly here. People have changed big time. Even the ecstatic Christian, I know some ecstatic Christians in in America, and I look over what they're doing. They're not changing very much, not very fast. They're doing maybe a little bit transformation, but not like this. This is the verse. This is how great the mercy Prabodhananda Saraswati saw personally. He had met Lord Caitanya, and he could preach that mercy. See, he met Lord Caitanya, see, and so he could preach that mercy. And people might say, "Well, Gaurahari, you never met Lord Caitanya." But my thing is a lot like Paul. St. Paul. Paul never met Jesus either, but he ended up being the most powerful preacher, wasn't he? He didn't physically meet Jesus, but man, was he empowered by Jesus. He said, I did more work for Christ than all of the apostles. He said this, and it's true. More than half of the Bible is his letters, inspiring people. That's how important his potency was and energy was. And he never met Jesus physically. But he showed the symptoms of fantastic empowerment. That kind of thing is happening here. Even though I didn't meet Prabhupada or Lord Caitanya or Bhakti Son, everything, but some special symptoms are here. Who's preaching like this? Who is preaching like Paul? Not even the other ones could preach like Paul. He had special realization, revelation. So you need to look at this. I mean, where is the mercy? Who is it upon, and to what extent? Even my disciples become a tremendous mercy is being laid on many of them here. Yeah. So these are some of the ins and outs. This kind of preaching you won't hear in anywhere else except here. And to hear it, and you won't even believe it. If you just come here just as like a passing tourist, you're just a tourist and you're not a resident here. See, we have residents here. You want to know, you'll come here and you'll have the symptoms and you'll bounce off like a super ball. You ever see those super balls? You bounce it. You just come here and bounce off the sun. I've seen it so many times. You come here, oh, what's he talking about? You bounce off. See, faith. You got to you come here. If you really want to know God, you should come here. And I don't want any blind believers. I'm not looking to be a cult leader. Bhakti cult leader, yeah, but not a cult leader on the material way. You come here, you look around, you really want God. I say God is found here in the biggest way I've ever seen on the planet. If you really want God, you'll check it out, and you come here and see if Gauri knows what he talks about. Knows because God has given him the realization and revelation and the ecstatic worship. See if his disciples are getting real mercy, better than anything you see on the planet even. You check it out. You can check the scripts to do a study course. Yeah, this is the most that you should be paying $1 billion to come and do this study course here. To do a course to make some mundane wealth. People, they got to pay a lot of money, man. Oh, you want to be wealthy? You got to give me a lot of money to become wealthy. And you usually don't get wealthy. There's all a bunch of bullshit in this world. Here, you want the real wealth? Oh, well, you got to show that you're really interested. You really want God. You really want truth. Or you're fed up with this world. You're fed up being cheated. You're fed up being cheated by these gurus. If you haven't realized Krishna and God, and you're in the Hare Krishna movement, and you're a leader, and you can't transmit deliverance to your disciple, you're more or less a cheater. Come on, man, let's get real. Let's shout it from the rooftops. What is real is, can you deliver your disciples? Like Prabhupada said, don't even become a father if you cannot deliver your disciples, much less a spiritual master. So Tarun's bored. Are you bored? Or what is your point? Tarun says, okay. World and worldly always need a proof, okay? Well, even you need proof here, proof in the spirit. Because people need to be convinced that you're giving your life and your energy and your time. And I mean, if you're a bit thoughtful, like you come, like, you may not know what is this world about, but people have been cheated. We've all been cheated by the Maya. That Maya does that. That's her thing, is to cheat people. So we need to come to the point of like, okay, can I depend on this? Is this really real? Is this beyond spirituality? I mean, beyond religion and its actual spirituality? People, because I'm not teaching religion here. I'm teaching spirit connection with God, God's spirit and your spirit awakening. This is beyond religion. If you just want to be religious, go to ISKCON or go to the Catholic Church or many churches and stuff. They just do religion, or they mix it with some extent. If you want that, if you want the pure religion, which is love of Krishna, love of God, that's what I'm preaching. And I'm teaching the path to it. That's why I say, I emphasize Guru Tattva. Oh, you want love of Krishna? You want it fast? You want it in this life? You got to understand Guru Tattva. So you need to come here and say, okay, is this true? I mean, like, can I be convinced that Guru Hari is saying you need a bona fide spiritual master? Unless you've got it. If you've got it, well, that's another conversation. But prove that you've got it. See? That you'll have the symptoms of having symptoms of prema, and then you'll even preach right. You preach if you don't have the symptoms, you must have Shiksha Guru. It doesn't matter that you're initiated by Prabhupada or Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Raj. Doesn't matter, or any of these gurus. Do you have prema now? Did you get it? Did you make it there? If the answer is no, and it probably is in so many cases that I've seen, then if you really want it, it's available in this life. If you're really sincere, you can get it. You come here. I'm saying it's available. Narayan Raj said it's not. I'm saying it's available now. Are you willing to check it? Otherwise, you've got some. You're not, in my understanding and what I see is you're not sincere then. If you're not willing to check it out, you're not willing to hear and see if you're not purified to a whole level. That's the bottom line. People have prema here because they've come here. They didn't do a course. You know how many people, they follow Narayan Raj, for example, or ISKCON. They do strict rules, regulations, they're fasting, they're sincere devotees. Yeah. But look, Amy didn't do any of that. Fanny didn't do any of that. But they have ecstatic devotion. They have devotion. They love Krishna. They love Guru. They have the real path. They're really tremendously happy in an uncommon way, spiritual. Why? Simply because they accept this teaching from their heart. They realize this is real, and they give respect to it. And the Lord reciprocates and gives them his transcendental body. That's the path. They don't. If you've been following Narayan Raj or ISKCON gurus and Radhanath or Prabhupada or any of them, and you're not in 2023 an ecstatic devotee like you see Guru is here, and even some of his disciples are here, then you need Shiksha Guru. If you really want bhakti in this life, otherwise you're not really going to make it, probably. I highly doubt it. Just 1 second. Got to do some practical stuff here. There we go. Krishna gives me good timing and everything. I just saw a bargain. Just now, just came up. Gotta take care of, your life too. Thank you, Lord. That was very nice. Back. Back. Okay, great. Where were we? So anyway, that's really the essence. Guru Tattva is so important, and that's to hear what was just said here could correct everything in a person's life. To redirect it into the straight path right into the kingdom of love of God. It's not about the physical Vrindavan per se, it's the spiritual Vrindavan which is available here. Love of Krishna, you're in Vrindavan. wherever you are. You could be on the North Pole. If you chant Hare Krishna in ecstasy, you're in transcendental Vrindavan. How it works. I remember I was trying to convince my wife of that. It was so hard. She didn't believe it. She didn't believe it. I said, I'm in Vrindavan. I was in Goa, man. I'm chanting it. Janaki knows. It was so ecstatic in Goa. Every day chanting these amazing classes, each one like they are now, better than the other. I was so ecstatic, chanting and ecstasy and all this stuff. And my wife says, hey, why aren't you in Radhakund? Why aren't you in Vrindavan? That's Maya. You're in Maya over there in Goa. I said, are you kidding? I'm in Yoga Maya. See, even people don't know. See, and she didn't know. Her gurus couldn't communicate that. I could, but she didn't have faith in this teaching. That's what always comes in. It's who you believe. If you believe, for example, if you believe in who is that? Say Bill Gates or Klaus Schwab, the fourth industrial. You believe that. You believe in Trudeau. If you believe, then you become their disciple and their follower. That's the whole point. See, and then you believe. So are we back? Write something if we're back here. I think we are. Yeah, I think we are. Yeah. Sorry, I can't just check the chat because it reset. Yeah. Something a little glitch in the thing. Yeah. So that's really the essence. These verses are all glorifying that. I think I got to stop now. I haven't even eaten anything yet. So, well, I ate something else, but want to keep regulated a little bit, keep the body right. Okay, my friends, thank you so much. Oh, Fanny song. I got to play a little of Fanny song. Fanny's favorite. She's probably asleep.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo.
Hope you enjoyed the show.
Govinda Haribo, Haribo.
Got to put on a good show here and get people's interest. Truth is so interesting, and it's nice to share my passion and have an audience.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All you have to do is take to the sweet chanting Hare. Hare Bol. Every day the sun will rise. Every day the sun will set. Hare Bol. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Hare Bol. Hare Bol. Take the name into your heart. Take it with you when you part. Hare Bol. Hare Bol. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his praise. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name.